Clear prop. Electric start. Got it working finally. I must say, pressing a button is a lot easier than that looked wrong, didn't it? Than pull starting on the old shoulders. Anyway, let's go and fly.
Enter runway 08.
What a beautiful day. Time and temperature check. It is Saturday, 21st of March 2026. It is 2:30 in the afternoon and temperature, stand by, 13 degrees. And it's sunny. It's lovely.
Enter runway 08.
Controls full and free. Oh, it's on. Instruments working. Fuel 8 litres for almost 2 hours. Sea trim not got one. Temperature 90 degrees. Wind and weather glorious. Anybody in the circuit, I'm a safe place to do my power check. Ah, just over 8,000 RPM. That's wonderful. Right, let's get in the air. Right, let's go into a bit of a cruise climb. I don't need to crucify my engine. My neck, it's a bit bumpy. So, if you've been following along, you'll know that I've just recently moved airfields from Darley Moor up in Derbyshire to Stoke Golding, which is a lot closer to home. Now, I've spent years flying around Darley Moor and flying around the same sort of area for that length of time. You get to know it pretty much like the back of your hand, and you can look down and spot a ground feature and you know what it is and you know exactly where you are in relation to the airfield. Stoke Golding though, I mean, I have been here a couple of times, but it is all still very, very new, so I'm just trying to get my bearings. Thankfully though, there is a ground feature very, very close to the airfield, and that is, pilots would know it as the Nunney VRP, or Visual Reference Point. Most other people will probably know it as the MIRA Proving Ground, and it is spitting distance from Stoke Golding Airfield. And that is helpful because it means if ever I'm temporarily unaware of my location, from miles around, you can see the Nuneaton VRP, which is just down here to my left. And if I can see that from miles around and head towards that, I can then see what is going on with this bloody wire. I can then see Stoke Golding, and I can use it as a bit of a navigation aid. So the MIRA Proving Ground is massive. It's 850 acres, I believe. And built on the site of a former RAF base. And it's got that triangular runway arrangement in the middle, which sort of gives it away as an ex-RAF base. What I will do while I'm flying around it is I will cut back to the office, sort this pigging wire out that keeps on getting in my mouth.
In my mouth!
I'll tell you a little bit more about this place because it's bloody impressive, I'll tell you.
MIRA, or Haroba MIRA Limited to give it its full title, is an automotive engineering and development consultancy company. Its origins date back to the end of World War II, after which the UK found that it was struggling to export its vehicles overseas. So to fix this problem and to save a few quid, the government decided to pool the resources of all of the UK vehicle manufacturers into one, and the Motor Industry Research Association, or MIRA, was born. At that time, the majority of manufacturers were based in and around the Birmingham area, and so Nuneaton was chosen as an ideal location for the MIRA testing facility. The site chosen was the site of the ex-RAF Lindley Airfield. The disused runways provided an ideal starting point on which to build, and their distinctive triangular pattern is still clearly visible from the air today. The MIRA Proving Ground is the UK's most important automotive testing site, and it's basically a huge laboratory where vehicle manufacturers and the military worldwide can use for engineering, research, testing, development and the certification of new products. The technology park contains facilities for testing performance handling in both wet and dry conditions, including a 2-mile high-speed bank circuit around the perimeter, multiple different types of surfaces for testing traction, durability and noise generation, an off-road course and a cross-country course, and some very steep gradients. A few fun facts about the place. The nearby Linley Hall, from which the RAF base took its name, claims to be the dead centre of England. And when the proving ground was opened officially in 1948, they used explosives to cut the ceremonial tape rather than scissors, which seems a bit excessive. And finally, during World War II, the nearby church in Stoke Golding had to have its spire removed temporarily so aircraft could safely use one of the 3 runways. It's only really from the air that you can take it all in and see just how impressive the site is and how the original runways from the RAF base have evolved into one of Europe's most advanced vehicle testing centres.
I don't know what this great big round thing is. Anybody know what that is? What do they test there? Anybody knows? Let me know in the comments. So, having pointed out one very, very useful visual reference point right near to Stoke Golding, there's also another one which is quite the opposite. It's very, very unhelpful, and I'll show you that in a minute. Right, I'll show you what I'm looking at and I'll point out the issue. I don't know if you can see, just on the nose there's some farm buildings, and to the right of that there is a runway. Now then, 2 fields along there is another runway, and you can see that they are both exactly the same sort of size, exactly the same orientation. One is Stoke Golding and the other one isn't, and that's caught a few people out. I'm going to say Stoke Golding really is quite a pretty airfield as airfields go.
I need a top shelf drink to set me straight, a little bit of honey to make this go away. Don't even chew her.
Stoke Golding base, Golf Charlie Mike Papa X-ray, downwind runway 08.
It's just a scratch.
Right, just whilst I'm flying this downwind leg, I just want to say a massive thank you to the huge support that I've had recently on the channel. The video that I put out last week has had something like 12,000 views since I published it, which has absolutely blown me away. And I'd also like to thank the 200 plus subscribers that have recently joined since that video was released. Your comments, likes and shares have absolutely helped the channel grow and has just pushed me over the 3,000 subscriber mark. So once again, a massive thank you. I could not do this without you lot.
Stoke Golding base, Golf Charlie Mike Papa X-ray, final runway 08. It's the field made, looking long. Yeah, that'll do. Quick jaunt round, lots more places to see, lots more sites to show you, so make sure you subscribe and all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters.
Keep on coming, I can use a